At the same time, we are witnessing rapid technological advances with many opportunities and with artificial intelligence rapidly transforming our production and our lives. And breakthroughs from the fourth industrial revolution provide new opportunities for global prosperity and growth. All those factors will have a profound impact on the future of humanity, provided we are able to work together. To drive future economic growth, we must embrace innovation and foster collaboration across sectors, regions, nations, and cultures to create a more peaceful, inclusive, sustainable, and resilient future. At this critical juncture, the active participation of all stakeholders is essential to ensure a sustainable development path. I'm delighted that close to 2,000 leaders from multiple sectors representing some 80 countries and regions have come to Dalian for this year's meeting.
Look at him. See, nothing this bald-head devil said is for your own benefit. There's not a single thing he said there that is good for you, even though he used terms like sustainable and inclusive, yada, 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 blase, blasa, this and that, the other, right? Not a single thing he said there will help you in any kind of way, will alleviate your pain, your agony, the stress from the wicked government that run the whole show. Nothing he said there that will ease your life for you, bring ease to your life, even though he put it in such a way that you will assume that, right? He said it in such a way you wouldn't mind assuming the fact that okay, they're trying to do good by us. Nah. And to top it off, he said something like they're looking to force collaboration. What do you think that means? They want to force collaboration. How is that any good for you? With their whole innovative technology and growth, sustainable growth and all that, right? But they're looking to force you to be a part of that. Why? Well, they showed you an inkling of that in 2020 when this whole, pandemic thing happened, right? They had to put you in a quagmire, had you making life-altering decisions so you can be a part of the so-called community, so you can be a part of the so-called society, right? But that is what they're about. They will force your hand to make decisions that are not okay for you, decisions that will totally jack you up. You see, they will take away some of the necessities that you need in life. People need to be around other people, right? People need to eat. People need to drink water. People need to make a living. People need to be around their families, right? So they will take away all of these things from you. This is how they will force you to collaborate. They did it. They tried it already. They had their trial run in 2020. So what happened in 2020 wasn't just a fluke. Nah, it was a trial run for the main show. Now they're coming out and telling you, look at everybody there. Everybody there, nothing but a top echelon individual. No regular guys in this place, in this World Economic Forum, right? Here they are making decisions that will change your life. And they didn't even consult you to ask you how you feel about it. Let alone ask you about how you feel about them forcing you to collaborate with this whole agenda. because that's what it boils down to. They have to force you to do these things, because on a regular tip, you wouldn't want to go ahead with a lot of their plans because it sounds so sketchy, right? It's like, what the hell? What are you talking about, right? But this is how they get you. They use smooth words, sweet words, right, to convince you to partake in something that will literally destroy you, that will literally take away your freedom, so-called freedom, because you never had one, that will take away your rights, take away everything that makes life worth living from you, right? So you hear them use the term sustainable and innovative. It all goes into this digital asylum they're building, this digital prison that they're building, right? Confine you in the 15-minute cities. To them, that is such a huge economic growth and sustainable lifestyle and things of that nature, right? Whereas you will be cooked with radiation in these 15-minute cities. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But before we go any further, real quick, this is Psalms, the 55th chapter and the 21st verse. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chahakodash. Double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continue to teach us this truth. Peace, salutation, shalom, shalom, shalom to all your brothers and sisters out there that of the household of faith, the 144,000 mighty men of the house of Israel, to the men, women, and children that are allotted to be delivered in this latter days, and to the brothers that are teaching this truth in honesty and in sincerity. To you, I say shalom, right? I just came across that clip while doing my regular, update on what is happening. And the term he used to force collaborations. Well, have you thinking, what do they really mean by that, Then they go on to try to flatter you into thinking, oh man, this might be a good thing, right? To get you in the mindset of thinking, oh, they're looking out for my best interest. Well, that is never the case. Time and time again, it is proven that when they say something for the greater good, they don't have you in mind. When they say the greater good, they're talking about themselves, not you. To them, you're just a cattle. To them, you're just insignificant, right? They have to make the decisions for you because you cannot do it yourself, right? This is why they have these palatial meetings where none of you are invited. Like George Carlin said, it's a big club and you are not in it. And, when the camera panned out, it showed you all the men and women in suit and ties, and, they don't look like your regular Joes out there, right? And these are the guys that are making decisions that will alter your life, gear it to a point of no return. And none of them have called you or tried to consult you and ask you, what do you think about any of this, right? Because to them, you are not capable of making a sound decision, So they have to do it for you because you're a brain dead individual. You don't know shit. Excuse my French. That's how they look at you. They look at you in the lenses of an incompetent individuals. Why would they look at you like that? Because they've done their due diligence on the masses out there to brainwash you and to dumb you down to a point where you yourself are beginning to look at yourself like, oh man, I think I'm not really worth enough to make a decision like that, right? Because that's how much dumbed down they've gotten you. They've gotten you in a place where you don't even trust your own decisions. You see, so this is what we have now. Now they, try to put in draconian measures, but they try to sugarcoat it, right? They wrap it around good intentions, right? These draconian measures, they wrap it around sweet words and flattering words, and always for the greater good and for the good of the environment and sustainable growth and economic growth. All the terms they use, right? But it's never anything good for you. There's never a benefit for you. And the proof is in the pudding. They've been using all these terms, build back better, they've been using all these terms and nothing good comes out, right? Nothing good pans out from all this so-called for the greater good agendas, right? So that's why I had to pull the scripture out in Psalms, the 55th chapter, and the 21st verse. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. And you heard that in Klaus Schwab, talking all about, with the whole new technology, with the whole new innovations, all we got to do is come together and, put our minds to it, and voila, zimzalabim, abracadabra, and everything will be A-OK. Well, think again. Why? Well, the scripture goes on to say, but war was in his heart. That's why he had to put it sneakily, put it in there that will force you to collaborate. That is that war in his heart. That is actually how he's looking to get this whole thing going, to force you into it. Because a lot of people are not going to deliberately just give away their rights, deliberately just allow to own nothing and be happy, because that's part of this whole agenda. You own nothing and be happy, So a lot of people are not going to do that. How are you going to own nothing and be happy? It doesn't even make sense. Because we're living in a consumer-based society, right? They put you in that consumerism society. People like to own things, even things they don't want to have. They just see it on the TV. They want to own it. They want to buy it, right? Then you go from that to owning nothing and be happy. How could you possibly be happy? All your life, you've always wanted to own something. You see? Well, it goes back to the term he used, to force you to collaborate. You see? That is their aim. They have to force you to bend the knee in one way, shape, or form. And they've already tried that. They've done a trial run of that. So it's not like something so far-fetched, right? They did it in 2020. So this time around, it will be on a whole escalated level. It will be on a whole draconian measure type level, man. They will come at you hard. They will come at you real hardcore. You see? That's their plan, man. They don't have all these meetings just to have meetings. They're letting themselves know it's about to go down. And we are bringing the knives out, right? They had that movie that came out, Knives Out. I believe that's what it's called, right? Well, the knives are coming out, man. And they're looking to cut you with it. If you don't agree to go ahead to get along, they will cut you with these knives, man. Take away everything from you, unless you bend the knee. So a lot of people will break, man. Really. It may seem, because, talk is cheap. A lot of people are saying, we'll fight back and this and that, the other. Well, the way they're about to bring it, they will leave you with no choice than to bend the knee, unless you have faith in a higher power. Because if you just trust your so-called bug-out bags and, preppers and things of that nature, man, they will break you like a twig. They want you to be in that type of mindset. I mean, I'm not saying, if you have the ability to put away something, you should. But that is not going to save you. How far they're willing to take it, your bug-out bags and your ammunitions and things of that nature, it wouldn't cut it. It would not cut it. You would need a higher power guidance, man, protection. It says, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Here they are using all these smooth words, very soft like oil, right? But they've already drawn their swords. They have the National Guard ready to go. How the UN troops ready to go, right? That's why the scripture continues to say, cast thy burden upon the Lord and he shall sustain thee, right? So they're using this term sustainable development, but there's no God in that. You see that? There's no... Using that term sustainable development, but there's no God in that. Because your real sustainable development comes with your trust, your total trust in the God of the Bible, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, through his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, right? So that's the only way this world can sustain itself. Not through technology, not through weather modifications, not through chemtrails, right? Not through GMOs, right? Not through Big Pharma. None of that. It's only through Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the one that created the whole universe in the first place. Because if you put your trust in man, guess what? Man will always fail you. You know, because men have limitations. The God of the Bible doesn't have any limitations, right? He's infinite in all his ways. And he's righteous in all his ways. Men are not so, right? That's why it says here, cast that burden upon the Lord and he will sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. So when all hell breaks loose, guess what? You will stand firm, man. You wouldn't be easily moved. You will stand firm, firmly firm. Why? Because you have the truth. You have the higher power on your side. You see? The 23rd verse. But thou, O Most High, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. Who is that? Well, those guys in Davos meetings, man. They were brought down in the pit of destruction. It goes further to say, bloody and deceitful men, which is exactly what they are. They've shed innocent bloods, man. They love to shed blood, right? And they're deceitful in their ways. Here they are, they're coming with draconian measures, but they're trying to paint it over, make it look like it's good for you. That is very deceitful, man. That's why it says here, bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half of their days, but I will trust in thee, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So the point being, you have to trust in the Lord, not men. Because men are going to fail you. As a matter of fact, men are the one trying to bring all this destruction upon you, man. You see? So you got to trust in the Lord, man, no matter what end that is. And believe and stand firm in the word, the truth. Like the scripture says, you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. Well, this is why they're trying to take away the truth from you. They're trying to ban the Bible and trying to, stop the word from going out, right? They're trying to stifle truth because the truth does something to lies. And the wicked elites, Edomites, they've built their kingdom on lies. And truth crumbles that, just like a sandcastle, right? You build a sandcastle, no matter how good you build it, wind blows or the water come in, it just topples it over. But that's how truth is to lies. You can build your lies upon lies upon lies. Guess what? Once truth comes, it crumbles the whole thing. You see? Yeah, just a little something. Had to put it out, just watching that clip. But, stay sharp, man. Stay alert. Don't be easily deceived and don't be easily distracted. And with that, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachahakodash. Double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. See you next time, Lord willing. Shalom. Shalom.